Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to HIMediaTV. I'm your host, Evan from HIMediaTV, and welcome back to HIMedia Headlines for today, July the 11th, 2026. So, we got two stories today. First, we're going to talk about some of the Palworld changes with 1.0. There's more. We're going to be talking about this over the next few days. And then we're going to shit on Star Citizen a little bit, all right? So firstly, they revised designs for a few of the PALs. So some of whether it's an admission that some of these PALs were in particularly poor taste or not, because of their similarities to other Pokemon, it remains to be seen. Verdash, which looked a little bit like Cinderace, now is a lot heavier on the rabbit and looks more like a Disney sprite type of character. Robinquill very much got rid of the Decidueye sort of affect and now has a much different color palette and looks more like a Digimon, if I'm being honest. Fanglope is no longer looks like Cobalion as much. It's now a deeper purple with clouds as antlers, which I think is cool. And the one that looks like Cheshire the Cat looks less like Cheshire the Cat. At least in my opinion. Cremis still looks like Cremis. So it still looks like Eevee, but honestly I don't mind because it's really adorable. And I'm pretty sure Anubis still looks like Anubis, which looks exactly like Lucario. But you know what? Whatever. Take what you can get. Either way, I thought the designs were fine, nonetheless. I think that the changes that they made to these designs is significantly better in a lot of cases, so I'm not particularly pressed, all things considered. All right, moving on to Star Citizen. Their next update is going to be focused on fixing all of the bugs they published in the previous update, which was bug-riddled, and they are moving... First, two things. One, they're moving all instance-related content into the next patch. First of all, if the game's been out this long, why don't you already have instance content, like instances and stuff, like for like personal content and shit? That's the first thing. The second thing is that you're on update 4.0.9. You can't still call it out. You can't call your patch Alpha 4.9.0. You have had 49 fucking updates at least, minimum. You cannot call this shit Alpha. But all Star Citizen is a Ponzi scheme to take tens of thousands of dollars from rubes in exchange for shiny spaceships in a singular game. God, dude, it's fucking grim. Can you all tell I'm not a giant fan of Star Citizen? I don't know. I owned it. I played it. It was pretty... First of all, the new player experience onboarding was dog shit. By, like, a lot. That's the first thing. The second thing is... Ultimately, at the end of the day, like, I get, the desire for a kind of space sim life thing like that. I get it. Just go play, like, No Man's Sky. Or, like, Elite Dangerous if you really want, like, that nitty-gritty shit. You know what I mean? Like, Star Citizen, it's not it. Fuck off. Anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been HIMedia Headlines for today, July the 11th, 2026. We appreciate your time and your listenership. If you like this episode, join our Discord. We got a great community, and we would love to have you. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to this episode of HIMediaTV. I have been your host, Evan from HIMediaTV, and I will see you guys next time.